There are parts of yourself you never show, thoughts you never speak, feelings you swallow before they reach the surface. A lifetime of truths you have learned to hide, even from yourself. You say, "I'm fine," when you're breaking. You say, "It doesn't matter," when everything inside you screams that it does. You smile, laugh, stay strong, because somewhere along the line, you were taught that honesty is dangerous. So you bury your emotions in the dark. You lock away your anger, your longing, your fears, your failures, your shame. You silence the voice inside you, believing it will keep you safe. But what you hide does not disappear. It grows, it waits, and eventually, it begins to control you. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate." Everything you repress becomes a shadow that moves silently beneath your decisions. You push away your jealousy, and it becomes bitterness. You ignore your sadness, and it becomes numbness. You bury your anger, and it becomes self-destruction. You silence your truth, and it becomes a life you no longer recognize. You think you are avoiding pain, but you are only postponing it. The shadow does not ask for permission. It shows up as anxiety, as rage, as addiction, as self-sabotage. It shows up as an emptiness you can't explain, as choices you regret but repeat anyway. When you refuse to face your truth begins to face you. Radical honesty is not about confession. It is about recognition. It is the moment you stop running, the moment you sit alone in a silent room and finally say, "Yes, I'm hurt. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm afraid. Yes, I want more than this. Yes, this matters to me." Honesty cracks the shell around your heart. You do not collapse, you expand. You do not fall apart, you awaken. You begin to see yourself without distortion, without shame, without pretending. Honesty is not weakness. Honesty is power. Because the moment you speak the truth, the shadow loses control. Most people avoid honesty because it hurts. Admitting the truth means confronting years of denial, facing wounds you thought were gone, seeing the parts of yourself you judge as unworthy. It burns. It shakes you. It strips away illusions you depended on. But pain is not your enemy. Pain is the body saying, "Look here." Pain is the soul saying, "You've been ignoring me." Pain is the truth asking to be acknowledged. Every feeling you suppress is a message waiting to be heard. When you listen, you heal. When you deny, you bleed. Radical honesty is the first step toward freedom. When you finally stop hiding, everything changes. You begin to set boundaries without guilt. You stop apologizing for wanting something more. You express anger without violence, sadness without shame, desire without fear. You learn to say, "No, this hurts me. No, this is not who I am. No, I will not carry this alone." Your voice returns, your presence strengthens. Your life begins to feel like it belongs to you again. Honesty doesn't scare away the right people, it reveals them. Those who stay are the ones meant to walk with you. Those who leave were never meant to hold your truth. And instead of losing yourself to be loved, you find yourself, and love grows from there. One day, you look in the mirror, not to evaluate yourself, not to criticize, but to recognize the person standing there. A soul unhidden, a heart unarmored, a self no longer ruled by silence or shadow. You realize something profound. You were never weak. You were never broken. You were never too much. You were simply unheard, even by yourself. Honesty does not make you smaller. It makes you real. It makes you whole. It makes you free. What you hide controls you. What you face transforms you. What you speak sets you free. This is the power of radical honesty. The power of finally becoming who you are.